Hey guys, so welcome to my first video of 2016. Today I'm going to do like my personal beauty finds of 2016 and things that I've fallen in love with this year. They're all products that I think they're all products that I discovered this year. I don't remember them from last year, but they're all things that I've fallen in love with and that have readily become favourites for me as a whole, rather than just for a month and stuff like that. I'm going to start off with this one. This is the A23 and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills highlight brush. I love this. It is so soft. It's the perfect size for highlight tops of cheekbones, down your nose, Cupid's bow. I just literally love it, and it does apply highlighter in a special way. I can't really explain how, but it just does, and when you use it, it's just beautiful. So I've absolutely fallen in love with this year because highlighting has been something I've really enjoyed this year as well. I think that's why. So that's my first one. My second, I'll do these together because they're kind of linked. These are the Anastasia Beverly Hills 2 of the highlighting powders. I've got two. I've got Peach Nectar, which is obviously more of a peachy shade, and then I have So Hollywood, which is more of your traditional sort of gold tone. Now these are just simply stunning. They're really pigmented. They give a beautiful glow to the skin. I don't have them on today because I've got a different one that I'm going to show you as one of my favourites, but you can see they're just crazy pigmented. They are beautiful and they leave a lovely glow to the skin. They're not chunky glitter, they're not sparkly, they are just glowing and they're just so and then gorgeous. Another highlighter that I've fallen in love with, and this is more of something that has wanted me to discover more about a brand, and this is Champagne Pop from Becca, and I've spoken to you about this in my favourites before. My friend Georgia got it for me when she went to New York, because at the time you couldn't get it here, whereas now again I think you can get it on Cult Beauty. And this is a beautiful champagne-y pink with a little bit of peach, I would say, highlighter. That's what I've got on the tops of my cheekbones today and down my nose. The light is really bad. If it gets dark, I will have to put my light on, simply because here we've had crazy weather today. We've had like hailstones that are so big that they look like snow. It was literally crazy. So, but at the moment it's okay. It's getting a little bit dark, so I might have to stop and adjust. But this is the number 7 Beautiful Skin Revitalising Hand Polish. I didn't really know about hand polishes until my friend Beth and I did a swap, and she sent me the Crabtree and Evelyn one, which I fell in love with. However, it can be a little bit difficult to get hold of at times. And then I obviously work in Boots, and I saw that number 7 bought this one out, and I tried it and I fell in love with it. This is actually my third one. I'm obsessed. I use it all the time. It's like a scrub for your face, but for your hands. You rub it in on dry hands, and then when you rinse it away with warm water, it just leaves them really soft because it's got all like essential oils in it, and it's just beautiful and I love it. Now, as somebody that doesn't really get dry hands apart from in the winter, this has been for me an absolute lifesaver because my hands have been terrible this year. So absolutely loved it. Skincare wise, let's get these out because this box is getting a bit aggravating and a bit annoying because it's a bit noisy. My first one is this, and this is the Ember Release Late Cream Concentrate. Now this is the original Ember Release, just the ordinary standard one. I had a couple of samples of it. I fell in love with it and I've tried it. For me personally, because I'm combination, it's not something I use every day, but if my skin has been a little bit on the drier side or a little bit extra dehydrated, something like that, this is what I will use, and it literally just gives me the most beautiful finish to my makeup. It doesn't leave my skin feeling greasy. It just absorbs. It's crazy because all the ingredients, because it's got like shea butter in it, what is it, emollient oil and combination of natural active ingredients, shea butter, beeswax, aloe vera, all of those things should actually scream out at me, no, don't use it, but I absolutely adore it and it's worked an absolute treat for me. And then this was something that was a little bit of an extravagance for myself because I've never been a huge skincare girl. I've never been a high-end skincare girl more. I've always been like more like your Avene and Vichy and Ember Release and things like that. I've never really felt the need to splurge on skincare. However, this year I fell in love with a product that has made me splurge and that I will continue to use for as long as I can. And as long as I see results, I will. I've used it every day, twice a day since May, and I'm literally hooked. And this is the Lancôme Genifique Advanced Genifique. Now this is a serum that you put on before your moisturiser. Now you can use it in the day and at night. I think I just said I've applied it every day, twice a day. I don't apply it twice a day, I apply it once a day. I just use it at night because where it is a serum and I am a little bit conscious of getting overly shiny, I do just use it at night. However, when I get up in the morning, my skin looks radiant. It's softer, it's smoother. If I forget to put it on, which I think I've done maybe 2 or 3 times, when I get up and I look at myself in the mirror in the morning, I can tell. It is genuinely beautiful. It just leaves my skin glowing, healthy. It just does everything I need it to do. And with all the problems I've had with my skin in the past, this was something that was quite a big discovery for me, to realise that I could get that extra hydration and that radiance and that glow, but without being greasy. Looking in my box here, it looks like I've got masses and masses to get through, but I haven't. There's only like another 4 or 5 things, but I've got a lot that goes with one area. But I'm going to start off with this. This is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. Now, I picked this up very late in the year. I picked this up in December. However, since I have had it, I have used it every single day and I am obsessed. I love it. I don't really bake. I kind of bake, but I don't bake. I do set my under eye concealer and I do set any areas that I do concealing, simply because where I am combination, I want to make sure it all stays where I put it. However, this on my under eyes has just been beautiful. I absolutely love it. It doesn't cake, it doesn't crease, it doesn't go thick, it doesn't dry me out, it doesn't make my under eyes look cakey or papery or anything like that. It is just literally an absolute delight. Now, I haven't used it all over because I don't, and I haven't tried it, but I just am obsessed with this. I completely see why so many people love it. So that's the next one. I've got a few bits from Smashbox. So let's do these first. Right, the first one is these, and these are my very sorry for themselves contour and highlight pencils. I do have the bronze one as well, but I didn't bring that with me because I thought this will do. The contour and the highlight are by far my most used, because I still use a powder bronzer even though I use the cream bronzer as well. I never thought that I personally would be able to wear a cream contour, and the fact that I can and that I love it has just really, I've just really enjoyed it. I love the fact that I can make it really, really intense, or I can have it very, very soft and subtle, and I just really, really love these pencils. I think they're amazing. My next is this, and this is a lip liner. I do actually have it on today, but I've got a bit of a hodgepodge of lips on, and this is the Nude Medium. As somebody that is quite late to the nude wagon, I always used to wear nudie pinks. I never wore a nude beige, just because I never felt I found the right one for me. I always felt like I looked dead, and I'm sure if you've watched my videos for a while, you'll remember me saying I look like I've been dug up. But this one is the Nude Medium, and I love it. It's the perfect rosy brown. It's not too pale. It's still quite strong, which I like, because I don't want that whole 90s lip with brown liner and white lipstick. However, I don't mind a little bit of a defined lip line. I personally quite enjoy it, so I've loved this. This is also more of like that Kylie Jenner sort of a nude, rather than the pale creamy one. It is a little bit richer, so absolutely beautiful. And then this, which I've spoken to you about a few times, so I will just quickly glaze over it, but this is the Brow Tech To Go in matte, the matte pencils in brunette. I've loved them. This has replaced my beloved Anastasia Brow Wiz. I just adore it. It's quick, it's easy, it doesn't smudge, it's long lasting. Just something else I discovered. Now this, I must admit, I can't remember if this was this year or last year. I think it was this year, but if it was last year, no, it was right at the end. This is the Voluminous Smouldering Eyeliner from L'Oreal that we can't get here. I did pick mine up, I think it was Amazon or eBay. It came all sealed in a packet with a sharpener and everything. But this is their giant kohl pencil, and I just love it. It's really quick, it's really easy. It does smudge a little bit, but I don't mind that. Sometimes I want that smudgy sort of slept in look. But just a really, really great pencil. I really hope that eventually they do bring them out here, because they're just beautiful and it's really gentle. It doesn't aggravate my eyes at all or make them go blurry, which so many can. Right, 2 left. Let's do this one first. This is the Bourjois, is it Volume 1 Second Mascara. Again, this was a discovery thanks to my friend Beth, because she sent, when we did our swap, she sent me one of these and said to me it was one of her favourites, and it genuinely is. It is just unbelievable. It is probably my all-time favourite mascara. which is quite controversial because I have so many favourites. I like Hypnose from Lancome, I like Eye Brightening from Smashbox, I like the Fossils from YSL, I like, what else do I like? 2000 Calorie from Max Factor. So I do have a lot of mascaras that I enjoy. However, this, I just love how quick and easy it is. It's fabulous, and it doesn't smudge, it doesn't transfer on me, it doesn't flake. I just really, really get on well with it. So yeah, right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause for a second, put my light on just because it's getting really, really dark, and I'm looking really orange now. So be right back. So my last thing is basically lips, and these are all lipsticks in here, all of them. Now, this year for me has been the year of discovering that I like darks, which is quite a thing for me. I discovered this right probably back in January, February time, when it was completely the wrong time of the year to discover that I liked dark vampy lips. And then I was able to revisit it, and I just bought this one to show you, which I think I showed you in a haul, and this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Copenhagen. This was a colour that I wanted last year, couldn't get, so I was able to get it this year. It's just a really dark berry wine vampy colour. So yeah, I've really enjoyed dark lips. However, whereas I've always been a pink girl, if you've watched me, as I say, you will know I've always loved pink lips. Pink lips are my favourite. Quite often neons and blue based and brighter colours. However, this year I have fallen in love with nudes. And I'm talking the nudist of nude right the way up to the darkest of nude. I think because of liners like this Nude Medium and Spice from MAC and Boldly Bare and Oak and even Soar, which even though it's a pink tone, I think where I've been pairing those tones and those lip liners with the nudes, I can wear them and I feel confident in them. So I just bought a few to show you. I'm not going to swatch them all, but these are just some of my favourites. I'll do Drugstore first. I've only actually got one, but this is the JLo Nude, which is just like a really, really creamy, soft natural beige. It's not too pale, but at the same time it's not too dark either. It's nice and creamy, doesn't dry your lips out, and it's just really, really soft. So that's the first one. I'll swatch a few but not all of them. Let's do this one. Most of these are MAC just because most of my nudes are MAC. This one is Spanish Pink from Tom Ford. This is more peachy. So this is more of a peachy nude. It is a little bit deeper. You can just see there. But I've quite enjoyed that peach tone, but I have worn it with darker liners like Spice or Nude Medium just to get that little bit of extra oomph. Because I must admit, I used to like peaches and corals on myself, but I don't enjoy them as much now. Grab the first one out. Plink. Now this is, it's really dirty because I've worn it with liner. This is a, what is this? This is a Luster, and this is from MAC. And this is like a really, really sheer pinky tone. And it is very, very nude. It's beautiful on the lips, but I love it. I like putting liner all over my lips and then wearing this one. Two obvious ones. Let me show you those. Myth, which my friend Sahar, who I know also uses the Laura Mercier. My friend Sahar said to me, probably 2 years ago, you need to try it, and I was like, no, this year I have. I love it. When I wore it the first time, I messaged her saying, guess what, I love it. You were right. Next one, Creme de Nude, another sheer, very, very pale one, and then this is Pure Zen, which is again a peachy one. Got a little bit more colour than Plink, but it's more on the peach side, but it's a bit softer than the Spanish Pink. So yeah, that is Pure Zen. And then the last one, which is from Clinique, this is a Colour Pop, and this is Beige Pop. Now this one I've only worn a couple of times, but it is absolutely beautiful. It's a traditional beige nude. It is very pigmented and it is really creamy. So with this one I do have to sort of make sure I put the right liner depending on the eyes that I'm wearing with it to get the perfect finish. So yeah, oh my god, look how it's washing my hands out, that's terrible. But yes, that's so 2015 for me was a fab year, both personally, work-wise, makeup-wise, literally everything. I found some really nice products that I enjoyed using. I did some really, really amazing things, and I just had a really, really fantastic year. I hope 2016 is as kind to all of us as 2015 was to me. Let me know some of your favourite discoveries, all that kind of stuff down in the down bar. I love hearing from you. I'm going to try and film one more video because I've got some eyeshadow I want to share with you, but to depending on the light. Meh, if it doesn't come out too great, it might never get posted, so we'll see. Anyway, I really, really hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye! Mwah.